Isang makakalikasang pagbati sa ating lahat. As we commemorate our 31st Charter Day, the DNSC Green Initiatives Committee proudly unveils the DNSC Green Strategic Direction for 2026-2030, a visionary framework that embeds ecological stewardship at the core of our academic mission. Our Energy and Climate Action Initiative is anchored on three key strategies: implementing the green power, instituting the green power process, and optimizing resource consumption to significantly reduce our institutional carbon footprint while generating meaningful energy savings and contributing to climate change mitigation. We are further committed to strengthening waste and plastic reduction through a strict single-use plastic ban, alongside promoting environmental circularity across all offices of the college. Our Sustainable Food Systems Initiative supports campus well-being by providing locally sourced, nutritious, and organic food options. We will also intensify efforts to transform our campus into a thriving green oasis by expanding green spaces and advancing a student-led Green Legacy program that enhances biodiversity and positions the campus as a living laboratory. Lastly, we aim to strengthen green culture, education, and engagement by deepening environmental awareness and shared responsibility toward building a resilient and sustainable community.
As the college sets its sail for the next 5 years, we are not just looking at the horizon. We are actively building the vessel that will take us there. Our journey is defined by one clear objective: enhancing institutional effectiveness and sustainability. We recognize that the college is only as resilient as its management system and as strong as its human resources. To achieve this, we have adopted a philosophy of future-proofing the institution. This is our commitment to move beyond simply reacting to today's crisis. Instead, we are innovating today to own tomorrow. The heart of this effort is a depth embrace of digital transformation, not just for the sake of technology, but to ensure we can move faster and serve better. The impact of this direction is already clear. In 2024, our fan requisition system, or widely known as procurement management system, was recognized by the Development Academy of the Philippines for an achievement in reducing over 456 transaction hours. We are carrying this momentum into our sustainability efforts as well. By digitizing academic performance evaluation, we've proven that going green and being efficient are one and the same, saving both paper and precious time. Through strict austerity measures and our new green initiatives, we are ensuring that DNSC remains a responsible steward of both its finances and the environment. However, a fast and efficient ship still needs a moral compass. That is why we are building a culture of accountability. We believe that by working with transparency and strict compliance, we don't just meet regulations, we uphold the sacred trust that our students and stakeholders place in us. Together, we are building a DNSC that is resilient, responsible, and ready for the future of education.
Since its founding, the Davao del Norte State College has maintained a strong footing on food security and environmental stewardship. Our marine research station in Samal, specifically our work with giant clams, and the multi-awarded Tacloban tours are testament to our institutional commitment. Building on this legacy, DNSC distinguishes itself as the only higher education institution in the country to pursue blue economy as our techno-business incubation concentration through our DOST-funded 𝐍𝐫 TBI. Furthermore, we aim to lead the region's circular and creative economy efforts with our Natural Textile Research Center, where we transform banana fiber into sustainable innovations that significantly reduce regional carbon footprints. Additionally, we are rolling out community-managed microgrid extension projects in underserved upland areas, generating power for IP communities attuned to the vital ecosystem of the Pantaran Range. As we unveil the DNSC Sales RDA agenda for 2026-2030, we are poised to spearhead regional breakthroughs in agri-ecosystems, pioneer functional foods from local commodities, and the exploration of nature-based solutions to complex socio-economic challenges. Green initiatives are far more than a slogan. They are the pulse and purpose of our research, development, and extension mission. We are not just dreaming of a sustainable future. We are building it.
The Green Legacy of DNSC graduating students is a new provision in the 2025 revised academic and students manual requiring all graduating students to plant trees prior to granting a degree. This green initiative is consistent with the laws of the Philippines, namely Graduation Legacy for the Environment Act of 2019, requiring all graduating students to plant at least 10 trees in order to graduate from elementary, high school, and college levels. And Republic Act number 10176, the Arbor Day Act, an act mandating local government units to declare Arbor Day, identify reforestation sites, and requiring all the residents to plant trees. This is in response to the depletion of the forest resources of the country, which have caused economic, environmental, and ecosystems losses of the nation. The Philippines is among the countries with the most severely deforested areas. In fact, it is included in the global biodiversity hotspots due to its high endemism and the degree of threat. That means it has lost 70% of its primary and original vegetation. In adherence to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, specifically SDG 13, Climate Action, SDG 14, Life Below Water, SDG 15, Life on Land, DNSC looks forward to contribute 65,000 trees in Davao del Norte in the next 5 years.
A person's carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases that is released into the atmosphere generated from our everyday activities. Campus activities like using our printers, or driving your own vehicle to school, or even just by throwing a piece of paper, all contribute to our personal carbon footprints. Reducing our carbon footprint means being intentional about how we use energy and other resources on campus. We begin this initiative by setting clear emission reduction targets to guide our actions. So in the next few years, we will be closely monitoring our carbon emissions from sources like transportation or electricity use and other campus operations. Included in the plan is to reduce transport-related emissions by introducing car-free days on campus and encouraging biking in the campus through supportive infrastructure. Through these efforts, DNSC aims to strengthen its performance in various sustainability indicators like the IU Green metric, positioning DNSC as a champion not only in education but also in actively addressing climate change. The Green Initiative on Waste and Plastic Reduction has one simple goal, and that is to reduce unnecessary plastics. Our immediate focus for this initiative is to reinforce the existing plastic ban of the college by first intensifying information campaigns to encourage a better understanding of the policy. Second is by regularly conducting waste audits and monitoring of the plastic use and disposal inside the campus. And third is by institutionalizing incentive and disincentive mechanisms to encourage policy compliance and other responsible practices. All of this will prepare us for the next phase of the plastic ban, which is a more comprehensive policy on the banning of other types of single-use plastics in the campus. Through this initiative, we envision DNSC as a campus that actively reduces its reliance on single-use plastics for sustainability.
The college currently has two distinct programs for the reduction of our power and electricity consumption aligned with our austerity measures, the Green Hour and the Green Zone Power Pause. The Green Hour is a daily cumulative 2-hour break from using our air conditioning units within the institution. From 8 to 9 a.m. and 4 to 5 p.m., all AC units are turned off and only operational from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Meanwhile, the Green Zone Power Pause is an initiative to reduce wastage in power consumption from idle use. This measure mandates all offices to turn off all power-consuming appliances, devices, and units in their offices and buildings during institutional events or gatherings. Those two initiatives are one of the many measures of the college to ensure contribution, compliance, and adherence to RA 11285, or the Energy Efficiency and Conservation Act. An Energy Efficiency Committee was also constituted by the college to conduct internal audits and ensure compliance to our EEC and austerity measures. Truly, DNSC is aiming to make energy efficiency and conservation as a way of life for all of us and all our stakeholders.
At the heart of our Land Use Development Infrastructure Plan, or the LUDIP, is a strong commitment to sustainability. The college integrates green practices to every infrastructure proposal, from solar-ready systems to well-lighted, naturally ventilated designs. We prioritize energy-efficient fixtures, including inverter-type air conditioning units, to ensure comfort while significantly reducing energy consumption. Our plans likewise incorporate water-saving measures such as rainwater harvesting systems, expanded green spaces, and shaded walkways that enhance both environmental performance and user well-being. Through these initiatives, we build not just facilities, but a smarter, healthier, and more sustainable campus for future generations.
The Green Roadmap outlines a multi-year plan for developing sustainable and biodiverse campus for 2026 to 2030. The initiatives begin with tree inventory, labeling, and identifying green spaces in 2026. We will put up a mini nursery for our local trees, enhance and develop the creek, and later on we will construct an esplanade. The Waste and Plastic Reduction Roadmap outlines yearly sustainability actions from 2026 to 2030 as well. In 2026, the focus is on strengthening the existing plastic ban, drafting a solid waste management plan, and providing color-coded trash bins. In 2027, we plan to operate the materials recovery facility, forming partnerships with private waste sectors and acquiring paper shredders for recycling initiatives. By 2028, the plan introduces a composting facility for food and garden waste along with vendor training for the expanded plastic ban. In 2029 and 2030, efforts shift to enforcing Phase 2 of the plastic ban, conducting waste audits, setting reduction targets, and annually updating waste policies and procurement guidelines.
The Green Food Initiative of DNSC promotes healthier and more sustainable food choices for the entire college community. As part of this program, unhealthy sugary beverages have been removed and replaced with safe drinking water during all meals and snack services. All food products are now served using paper-based packaging instead of plastic, supporting both sustainability and the overall health of students and employees. This initiative reflects DNSC's commitment to responsible practices and greener campus.
The call for sustainability is not just for DNSC, but for the whole world. But with the green initiatives of the college, I believe that this is already a strong contribution of DNSC for the world to sustain. I remember one of my classes in my masteral degree is that we have discussed Laudato Si. It is an encyclical written by then Pope Francis, which call for the protection of Mother Earth as it has been crying for so long. Which is why, as Director for Administrative Services Division, I commit my full support to all the green initiatives of the college, from providing the human resources, into the monitoring, and even into the coordination with the environmental committee and the management team in order that all the plans will be assured for implementation. And even to the Finance Services Division, we will cry for funding in order that what we are aspiring for will really be achieved.
The launch of the green initiatives of Davao del Norte State College reflect not just an environmental aspiration, but it is more of an institutional decision. I, as the Finance Director of DNSC, together with the DNSC community, commit that these green initiatives will be reflected in our financial plans, in our budgets, and in our spending priorities. We will intentionally allocate funds to programs that promote sustainability, resource efficiency, and environmental responsibility. In doing so, we affirm that these green initiatives is not really a cost, but rather a strategic investment of the college in view of resilience, innovation, and long-term value. Through prudent financial management, transparent allocation of resources, and forward-looking planning, we will ensure that these initiatives are not short-lived, but continuously supported and sustained.
The Quality Assurance Division will continue to advance the college green initiatives by mainstreaming sustainability into its quality policies and systems. It will further expand the adoption of digital processes to improve efficiency and progressively reduce reliance on paper. Sustainability indicators will be strengthened within quality audits, compliance reviews, and accreditation processes supported by the accreditation management system. Climate change considerations, already embedded in the quality management system, will continue to be strengthened to future-proof institutional practices and resilience. Through strong governance, monitoring, and accountability, the QA division will ensure that DNSC's green agenda remain innovative, measurable, and enduring.
DNSC students are one with the college in its goal to forge sustainable futures. For a long time, the student community has supported green initiatives within the campus and the wider community. Students regularly conduct two-day activities to promote environmental responsibility through waste reduction, pollution prevention, and awareness of proper waste management. Student organizations also take part in tree planting activities. Through these efforts, DNSC students continue to show their support for the college's commitment to sustainability and environmental care.
As a higher education institution, DNSC envisions itself as a front-runner of green initiatives among higher education institutions in the region, setting the standard for how conscious and deliberate actions can create meaningful and lasting impact. Our collective efforts in energy conservation, tree growing, proper waste management, and other sustainable practices create ripple effects that benefit not only the environment, but also the very community we serve. At this pivotal moment, we are called to be catalysts of change, united in purpose and strengthened by our diversity. Our collective voice and actions can make a difference. One step at a time, one initiative at a time. As one DNSC family, we renew and rekindle our commitment to creating enduring and meaningful change. This is how we forge sustainable futures. This is what defines us. This is DNSC. This is how we inspire change and create futures. Happy 31st Charter Day.